Okay, welcome in everybody to our weekly life. As everybody knows, we have a very interesting guest today, Griffin, founder of NFT Access. And Griffin came to our live stream. He met with Anna on the conference in Miami not a long time ago, and we spoke with him. You know, a little before the live stream, and decided to invite and share some interesting things about the NFT market, current NFT market, with our audience. Griffin, hi. Can you hear us? Fine.
Yes.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Perfect. Doing great. Griffin, as I mentioned, you're the founder of NFT Access. If you can tell, just a couple of words, a few words about how you got into this space, in crypto and NFT in general, when that happened, and how you started your own business, basically. If you could give us a couple of words on that.
Yes. So I've been in crypto since 2016. Always had a real liking to it. I always thought it was super interesting. But in the recent years, I've started the NFT Access, which is an NFT event ticketing company. And I kind of just got into it because I saw there was no other platforms out. So I just thought I would build it.
That's awesome. And you built it yourself?
Yes. So I'm a large contributor to the code base, but I have a co-founder as well as some other developers on the team.
That's awesome. That's great. And how old are you, Griffin?
I'm 20.
You're 20. You're 20 years old and you're doing your own
Yes.
business. That's awesome. I love seeing young people, especially people that are getting into crypto space and NFTs and stuff. And we need to see more and more younger generations here. And this is what's going to push the market further. If you could tell me a couple of words on your vision of how NFT market is doing right now, what's the future? How do you see it personally?
Right. Yeah, I mean, the NFT market right now is kind of in a downturn. We kind of saw the recent bull run a few months ago, but a lot of utility-driven projects are still doing really well. So I think we continue to see that as like the main catalyst for the success in NFT projects is like very high utility and content-driven projects.
Gotcha. And what do you think? Does NFTs and crypto impact the real economy in the world that people are used to, and
I
how?
mean, I definitely think that, yeah, I mean, I definitely think that crypto affects the economy, just from like it's the first asset people sell when they get kind of worried about the state of the market. So it affects it in that sense. As far as NFTs, probably not. But definitely crypto has some play in it, just because it's a volatile asset.
Right. Do you think, I was thinking about this the other day, and you mentioned that, when market goes down, when people get worried, they start selling, crypto, and I question myself why. I mean, it would be probably the better way and the safer way to actually invest in crypto once the regular economy and the regular market goes down. Why do you think people do? Why do you think people sell crypto right now? Like the first thing that they think about. Well, what is your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think that really happens just because it's a volatile asset and it's kind of a new asset class. So I think people, when the market goes down, they don't want to be like they don't want to lose all their money. Since it is a volatile asset, I think people tend towards just like selling the volatile assets first, so they can kind of like maintain their level of living, for like however long the economy is down.
Right. Yeah. This is what I also think people think, but at the same time, usually when markets go down, and especially crypto markets, not the first time it happens. When we're in the bear market, and we saw it, a couple of times before when it goes down in a certain period of time, it will go up again, and it usually
Right.
goes up bigger. So hopefully, in the near future, when we have less scam in crypto space and people start trusting it more, then we're going to see the other reaction to the downfall of economy, where people are going to be actually buying crypto, because once the market goes down, the best way to do it is either to hold or to buy more, because as we saw from the previous experience, it will definitely any crypto usually grows back up. Awesome, thank you
Right.
for this answer. And if you could tell me also, why do you think NFT market is growing? Because it wasn't as popular as it is now. A little bit a year or two ago, but it becomes more and more popular. Why do you think that is?
I mean, I definitely think that's just, I think a lot of people were making money, so that kind of brought some eyes to it, and then people started seeing like the possibilities to it. But I think people initially got drawn in just from like seeing people make like $100,000 overnight. So there's just more and more money flowing in, which kind of like exponentially grows.
Right. Do you think money is the only reason why? It's very closely connected to art, and I'm seeing NFTs as all. Obviously, people are making money. Obviously, that's one of the big reasons, but also that you can create art in a different way now, and they're doing that.
Definitely, yeah.
And
I mean, I've seen, yeah, I mean, definitely. I've seen a lot of artists create the art, but I think a lot of the initial curiosity of it came from the money, and then they started exploring other options. There's obviously other options. Is like I've seen a lot of big artists create really cool pieces of art as well, and just like you said, creating it in a new way. But I think a lot of the main reason that people were like initially interested in it was because it was like a money opportunity.
right.
But there's
And
obviously more
what
to that
question
now.
from Yeah, and question from me, it's if you start looking closely at NFTs and how to create one, it's not, I wouldn't say it's very hard to make your own, but how do you for people that are new in crypto space in general, if you create your own NFT, there's a lot of them out there that don't cost a lot, $5-10, and they keep at the same, they stay at the same price, and they don't go up. And on the other side, we have NFTs that already cost millions of dollars, and the whole world is talking about them. What is the one of the marketing strategies you could think about that helps grow the price of the certain NFT?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that like growing your personal brand, as well as just being super active on Twitter is probably the major way to do that. Personal branding has become so important in the recent years that I think it like very closely ties into this.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, perfect. And let's see. We are going to be, like I said, we're going to answer a couple of questions from the audience today. Let me see. Olga, do we have any questions yet?
Hello everyone. We do have two questions so far.
Okay.
All right, so the first one says, Griffin, good morning. What should the NFT be like to arouse the interest to both young people and adults?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is putting some sort of utility behind it. Or if you're like a really good artist, that's also another option. But I think building essentially using the NFT as kind of like access to the content you're creating, or access to like the guides, or just some type of utility aspect to it, I think is like super important now.
Perfect. Olga, do we have any other?
Yes. So we heard a lot about how money and art caused a spike in interest in NFTs for you. So the question to kind of follow up with that is, it says, please tell us about how the idea to get involved in NFTs came about for you. Where did you first hear about it, and everything that has to do with that?
Yeah, so, I mean, I've always been in crypto and kind of been following along with it, and I kind of just saw it on Twitter. I saw a lot of projects selling, like, I saw a lot of projects and I had no clue what an NFT was. So I kind of just like went into the rabbit hole of like, what is an NFT? Like, why is this worth money? Like, should it be worth money? And I kind of just started asking myself all those questions and kind of just researching through Twitter.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So learning about yourself. That's great. Yeah. Let's go to the next one, Olga.
Yeah, so we do have a couple more pulling in. So this one says, "Hello, nice to meet you. My question is NFT itself and should NFT itself be considered a new type of contemporary art?"
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's something we've seen NFT galleries pop up. I definitely think it's a new type of art. It's something that's emerging. People are still figuring out like what exactly, like how exactly they want to use it if they just want to sell the art. Because I know a lot of artists are selling an art or creating like generative art, but then also like adding some utility aspects to it, like, oh, like you get access to my gallery. I've seen a few of those things and they've done really well. So I definitely think it's a new type. Yes.
Awesome. Olga, this question from Grover. I think we should announce that as well. As well, do you see it in the
Yes,
chat?
yes. Yep, so Grover here in the comments is asking, how do I get started with NFT?
I think the first thing is watching a lot of YouTube videos, as well as just like following people in the space on Twitter just to kind of learn about it. You'll see lots of people have been creating threads, so very long, almost like not short articles on Twitter, in like the form of a Twitter thread, and you can learn a lot of valuable information from that. So I think definitely starting with Twitter threads and just following people in the space is the first step.
Just to kind of get into it, understand what it's all about, and get a feeling, and then start doing something on your own. Yeah. Cool.
Right.
See, Olga. Any
Um,
other questions that we have?
I do see one more from at Crypto Professor. It says, how would you rate our tokenomics and prospects in the coming 5 years?
The
I
tokenomics
don't think
regarding,
they're
I'm
asking you
not sure.
regarding grant time. I don't think Griffin is going to be able to answer this particular question because we didn't discuss the tokenomics with him before the live stream. But I'm sure if he's
Hmm.
going to be interested, we're going to send all the documentation paperwork, and he's going to be able to review it. And if we have another live stream together, we're going to answer this question.
Yeah.
Olga, let's maybe do one more, and we'll be wrapping up.
Hmm. So the last one that I see here is, it says, there's an opinion that NFT is a cryptographically signed receipt that a person would be considered the owner of a unique version of artwork. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely think that's I definitely think that's it. Yeah, I agree.
Totally agree on that. Awesome. We've answered really cool questions today. Thank you guys for asking and being on live today. We will be wrapping up for now. Griffin, thank you so much for joining us today, for answering a lot of questions, and sharing your opinion about the market, and NFT market in specifically. And I'm sure we're gonna do more lives with you in the future, and we'll also talk about maybe some kind of a cooperation together with your company and ours, and make something happen on there as well. Thank you, Olga, for announcing questions. And I will see you guys on the next live on Sunday, as always, at 6 p.m. London. And thank you for today, and have a great day, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you.